of our 3 top deal breakers. You want to tell them?
Number one's my favorite, and the number one deal breaker by far and away. And I think it's good to be specific here.
Mm-hmm.
They are not in a committed, growing relationship with Christ.
Right.
Meaning, if you have to guess, or you have to wait a few months, or they never talk about it or bring it up, like it's not important to it, that for me is just a deal breaker.
Yeah.
And the way you say that is like, hey, I'm looking for someone who is running at the same pace towards Christ, and he is everything to them. If that's not you, that's okay. But that is what I'm looking for in a life partner.
Yep, absolutely. The second top deal breaker, we only really have 3 top deal breakers.
Yeah.
The second one is if they are abusive in any way. If they are abusive emotionally, if they are abusive, obviously physically or verbally, this is a no-go and is a deal breaker, should be a deal breaker completely. And lying could also be a form of abuse. So it's just really important to know that, like, lying could be a form of abuse. So pay attention to that. The last deal breaker is that we would say is definitely a deal breaker is if the person has any sort of active drug or active alcohol addiction, or you added like major habitual sin.
Yeah. And by habitual sin, we mean like premeditated sin. And premeditated is a pretty interesting word, but you think about like premeditated murder, like this was thought of, it was planned, it was executed. I think we all have like reactional sin in our life as human beings. That's just part of being human and having reactions and their spur of moment decisions. I look back and I'm like, I know that was wrong. I know that did not honor God or bring me closer to him. And, you know, I definitely regret that. Premeditated sin is I woke up this morning thinking about this, knowing I was going to do it, planned it, and executed it.
Yeah. So some